Does
Mr.
Mr.
Prasanna come?
हाँ
Mr. Prasanna.
आई डोंट थिंक
So,
वी कैन
5 मिनट लगेगा
अभी ये कौन कौन आए हैं
एम्बेसडर साहब आ
वो
गए
तो चलो ठीक है उसकी पिछाड़ी रोमांची आगू था बिहाइंड द सिक्योरिटी नेक्स्ट टू द सरदार काम का क्वेश्चंस करें
Prasanna siya ang natin
छैन
next.
छैन छैन
Only na lang.
आउनुहुन्छ हिँडी छ
Eh, wala.
5 मिनटमा आउनुहुन्छ
Acha, acha. Deputy Chief of Mission. Indian Embassy ko, Prasanna.
आउनु पर्छ
त्यही सोधा तपाईँलाई.
नहीं ये सुन ओके ये कौन है जो ये सिक्योरिटी एक सिक्योरिटी के राइट पिछाड़ी ये वाला एक छिन राइट बिहाइंड हिम नेक्स्ट टू द सरदार दिस पर्सन विद व्हाइट हेयर डू वी नो हिम
Where?
ओके
Behind?
वही था तो आप व्हाट्सएप पे मैं आपको भेजती हूँ आप वहाँ से भेजते जाओ
What time is the PM coming?
नाउ ही इज
He's on the
वेटिंग
way?
ही इज ऑन द वे वेटिंग
Okay. So it will take 5 minutes for him?
विल बी जस्ट लेट देम अनाउंस इट ठीक है आपको भेज दूँ उनको व्हाट्सएप कर दो
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are about to commence the event. May I request everybody to be seated? You can turn off your mobile phones or keep it in the silent mode, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the books will be available for all the guests at the end of the event. As Sardar Pritam Singh's life has been about giving back to the community, the author, Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu, has pledged all sales today and the future to charity. To carry on the legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh, Give Back to Community is an NGO supporting underprivileged children to bridge the educational gap through technological empowerment. Currently, 17 rural schools have been adopted and have been equipped with ICT to improve the attendance and learning outcomes of children. So please don't forget to get a copy for yourself at the end of the event. Thank you very much. Hello? 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 We are about to begin. Please be seated, everybody. I request everybody at the back to sit down, please. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest has arrived. I request you all to rise from your seats to welcome him. Can we have the national anthem, please?
So थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायो थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचला ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहुजाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, namaste and a very good evening to you all. I am Anupa Bomjan Fitzpatrick, your MC for the evening. Everything good, everything magical happens between the months of June and August. And today is the 3rd of July, where we are about to witness one of the historical moments. With this note of bliss, I extend my hearty welcome to the launch of the book, Roads to the Valley, Legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh, written by Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu and hosted by Mr. Arun Saraf, founder of Saraf Foundation, Managing Director of Yak and Yeti Hotel and Taragan Regency Hotels Limited in Kathmandu. At this August gathering, it is my honor to welcome Right Honorable Shri Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda, Prime Minister of Nepal, who is the chief guest for the event today. It is also my great pleasure to welcome His Excellency Shri Naveen Srivastav, the Indian Ambassador to Nepal, who is the guest of honor for the evening. I would also like to welcome Mahant Manjeet Singh Ji of Nagali Dera, the spiritual leader of Sikhs from Poonch in Jammu and Kashmir. Sardar Pritam Singh, Mrs. Srijana Rana, first women president of the Nepal India Chamber of Commerce and Industries, and the Hotel Association of Nepal, the recipient of the Presidential Award, Mrs. Pampa Busal, former cabinet minister of Nepal and vice chairperson of Nepal Communist Party. Honorable Mr. Gagan Kumar Thapa, General Secretary of the Nepali Congress and former cabinet minister. Mr. Mohanta Thakur, former cabinet minister. Mr. Mashkur Ahmed Lari, Vice President and founder member of Modern Indian School Managing Committee and a renowned business personality in Nepal. Mrs. Najma Lari. Mr. Arun Saraf, Vice President of Modern Indian School Managing Committee and founder of Saraf Foundation, Managing Director of Yak and Yeti Hotel Limited, Kathmandu, and Taragan Regency Hotels Limited in Kathmandu. Mrs. Namita Saraf. Mr. Darshan Singh, Chairman of Rupees International School, Kathmandu. Mrs. Rupi Singh, founder of Rupees International School, Kathmandu. Retired Colonel Raju Pita, Principal of Modern Indian School, Kathmandu. Ms. Suma Raju, and all the dignitaries, friends, and family members. A very warm welcome to you all. I bet everybody is looking forward to the launch of the book, Roads to the Valley, Legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh, written by Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu. This book is a tribute to Sardar Pritam Singh's journey to Nepal. The first person to bring public transport to Nepal in the late 1950s. Roads to the Valley is a biography about a man who created paths where there were none, which resulted in accessibility and connectivity of people and ideas. It is a tribute to the legacy created by Sardar Pritam Singh through dedication to nation building and community upliftment. This book contains wonderful anecdotal details of Sardar Pritam Singh's journey to his Karma Bhumi, along with some beautiful photographs of trucks being ferried across rivers strapped on a series of small boats. It is a reminder and an inspiration to every youngster who will retell the story of this great personality, who brought transportation to Nepal and contributed to the economy and social life of people in Nepal. The book is a huge revelation on how he transformed the landscape of Nepal, metaphorically and in reality. This revelation would not have been possible without the dire efforts of Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu, who has documented his life in great details. The author is the daughter of the great personality who has inherited kindness, self-discipline, simplicity, and perseverance from a father. She is an alumni of Modern Indian School, an author, a TEDx speaker, coach, and trainer, founder of Give Back to the Community Trust, and a social worker who works for the underprivileged children and who believes in the motto, "Your voice matters, so speak to be heard." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu with a round of applause.
It is our privilege to have the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, Shri Pushpa Kamal Dahal, as the chief guest of the book launch. Thank you, sir. Our guest of honor, His Excellency, Shri Naveen Srivastava. Thank you, sir. Mr. Mahant Manjeet Singh Ji of Nagali Sahab Dera, the spiritual leader of Sikhs of Jammu Kashmir, who especially traveled all the way from Jammu to be part of this milestone event. Thank you, sir. Our special guest, Mrs. Srijna Rana, President of the Nepal India Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Pushpa Poshal, former Cabinet Minister of Nepal, Mahan Thakur, former Cabinet Minister of Nepal, Mr. Gagan Kumar Thapa, General Secretary of the Nepali Congress, dignitaries, friends of media, family that are here. We are honored to have you all present on this very auspicious occasion. On the occasion of Guru Purnima, we are gathered here to unveil and launch the book, Roads to the Valley, Legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh. Guru Purnima is a day to express gratitude and reverence to the Gurus for their wisdom, teachings, and guidance. And it gives me great honor to present to you the story of my first Guru, my father, Sardar Pritam Singh, who taught me the first lessons of leadership. Sardar Pritam Singh was born in Jammu and Kashmir, but for the last 68 years, Nepal has been his home. Sardar Pritam Singh is the living history, and his biography is a tribute to the selfless visionary who transformed the transportation and logistic industry in Nepal. His courage to innovate and ferry trucks across rivers, strapped on a series of small boats and on top of rail lines, paved new roads to the valley. The roads to the valley which were once forbidden, which were once inaccessible, became connected. And that was the start of bridging nations. And with that, fostering economic cooperation between Nepal and India, which resulted in expanding cultural exchange and people-to-people interaction. Nepal Public Motor Service, NPMS, started in February 1959 and served Nepal and Nepalese people for over 40 years. However, Sardar Pritam Singh's contribution to Nepal has not been limited to the transportation and infrastructure structure. His tireless efforts in the fields of education, establishing Modern Indian School along with two other visionaries, Mr. Radhesham Saraf and Mr. Mashkoor Ahmed Lari. In the spirituality sector, establishing modern gurdwaras in Nepal and working tirelessly to making Nanak Mat in Balaju a World Heritage Site. His role in crisis management, especially during the famine of 1960s, during the 2015 earthquake, or during the COVID pandemic, has been worthy of being noted. And his unofficial work to improve the bilateral relations in the economic, social, and cultural sectors are worth mentioning in the indelectable ink in the history of Nepal. Sardar Pritam Singh has always said that India is my Janam Bhumi and Nepal is my Karma Bhumi. And I am proud that today, on the occasion of Guru Purnima, I have also been able to contribute to new knowledge in the history of Nepal and pay my respect to my Janam Bhumi, Nepal, and to my Guru, my father, Sardar Pritam Singh. A legacy is created with stories of the past, retold by others. Today, at this book launch of Roads to the Valley, I urge you to remember the past when there were no roads and how this man created paths which resulted in accessibility and connectivity of people and ideas. I encourage you to share the story to inspire the next generation to create new Nepal. Because we all have the power to make a change. Sardar Pritam Singh is among many who changed the landscapes of Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It is said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. It opens the door into the past and takes us down the memory lanes. So here we have a short video presentation which encapsulates 70 years of Sardar Pritam Singh's life, his achievements, and his contribution to the society, made by the students of Modern Indian School, namely Kritak Dahal and Sukrish Shrestha.
मेरी जन्मभूमि जो है वो इंडिया है, लेकिन मेरी कर्म भूमि जो है वो नेपाल है।
तो इसलिए हम लोग जम्मू कश्मीर के रहने वाले हैं।
I was born in Srinagar in 1935. मेरी माताजी का नाम जय कौर था और मेरे पिताजी का नाम सरदार कान सिंह जी था। हम 5 भाई हैं और एक बहन है। My wife हरचरण कौर, एक्चुअली उसका बहुत जिंदगी में मुझे बहुत ही सहयोग मिला। मेरे 4 बच्चे हैं जिसमें एक लड़का और 3 लड़के हैं। एक का नाम महेंद्रपाल सिंह, लड़की का नाम मीनू सिंह। जो बुक जो इस वक्त आ रही है ये एक्चुअली मेरी छोटी लड़की किरणदीप सिंधु, इसने बड़ी मेहनत ये कैसे कहाँ से ये फोटो वगैरह निकाल के और कहाँ से ये पुरानी जिंदगी मेरी को उसको अखोड़ के तो ये सब चीज दिखी है। मैं इसका शुक्रगुजार हूँ।
Pilot, I did my A lessons from India. Started from Delhi and completed that lessons in Lucknow. But when I went back home and my mother didn't like it,
मेरे पिताजी भी ट्रांसपोर्ट बिजनेस में थे। एक्चुअली जम्मू कश्मीर में जो पहले ट्रांसपोर्ट शुरू की मेरे पिताजी ने की थी 1930 में। मैंने भी ट्रांसपोर्ट ज्वाइन की और मेरे छोटे भाई जो दर्शन सिंह जी है उन्होंने भी ट्रांसपोर्ट का बिजनेस ही ज्वाइन किया था। हम दोनों मिलके ट्रांसपोर्ट का काम करते थे। मैं पहली दफा नेपाल 1958 में मैं आया। मेरे साथ मेरे बड़े नजदीकी दोस्त तारा सिंह जी थे जो मेरे साथ ही आए। जब हम आए हम लोग पहले तो ट्रेन सफर जो था वो क्योंकि छोटी ट्रेनें चलती थी बड़ी मुश्किल था और ट्रेन जो थी वो बीरगंज से अमलेगंज तक ही चलती थी और फिर वहाँ से काठमांडू में बड़ी मुश्किल से हमको एक बहुत पुरानी गाड़ी थी वो मिली थी जिसपे हम आए। लेकिन उनको 2 दिन हमको लगे 2-3 दिन लगे थे रास्ते में क्योंकि रोड इतना छोटा इतनी छोटी रोड थी कि यहाँ पर आना भी मुश्किल था। हम न्यू रोड में थोड़ा सा घूमने लगे थे। इतने देर मैंने एक सरदार जी को कार में आते देखा और वो पता चला कि वो मेरे दोस्त सरदार तरलोचन सिंह दुल्लत और वो इस वक्त किंग महिंद्रा जो कि उनकी प्लेन था उसके को पायलट थे। उस वक्त 1959 में जब मैं 3 गाड़ियां लेके जम्मू से निकला लेकिन पटना साहब से पता चला कि यहाँ से रिवर क्रॉस करना पड़ेगा। उस वक्त कोई ब्रिज नहीं था वहाँ पर। 2 बोट बड़े लिए और उनको बड़े दरसों से अच्छी तरह से बांधा। तो आस्ते आस्ते करके 3 गाड़ियों को हमने तीनों बोट पे 6 बोट पे चढ़ा दिया। तो पहला ऑफिस हमने अमलेगंज में रखा। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने दानगढ़ी में भी ऑफिस खोला, नेपालगंज में भी खोला, बुटवल में भी खोला, पोखरा में भी था, बीरगंज में, जनकपुर में। एनपीएमएस हम लोगों ने जब शुरू की थी तो आज सरदार दर्शन सिंह जी, सरदार सुरजीत सिंह जी, तरलोक सिंह जी, मिस्टर महेंद्र सिंह जी और हम लोग ये सारे मिलके करते रहे। काठमांडू से तरसुरी तक जो रास्ता था बहुत ही डेंजरस रास्ता था लेकिन कैसे गाड़ियां हम लोग लेके गए और उसकी जितनी भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन थी सीमेंट लोहा जितने बड़े मतलब है कि सारे हम लोग मतलब है कि लेके गए। और उसके बाद फिर देवी घाट जो सेकंड प्रोजेक्ट देवी घाट शुरू हुआ तो देवी घाट का भी पूरा जो जितना भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन थी सारी हमने की।
First person who started, and he taught the what is the transportation.
नेपालको पब्लिक यातायातको विकासको फाउन्डर हो। नेपालमा पब्लिक यातायातको सुरुवातकर्ता पनि उहाँ हो। विकासको एउटा साझेदार हो भनेर पनि हामी भन्न सक्छौँ। नेपालमा परम्परागतदेखि रहेको सिख समुदायलाई संरक्षण गर्ने कुरामा पनि उहाँले बडो महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेल्नु भएको छ र भारत उहाँको जन्मभूमि नेपाल कर्मभूमि हुनुको नाताले उहाँ जनताको राजदूत जस्तो भएर काम गर्नु भएको छ भन्ने उहाँले गरेको समाज सेवा, उहाँले गरेको शिक्षामा गरेको योगदानले उहाँ साँच्चै एउटा पूर्ण व्यक्तित्व बन्नु भएको छ।
बाद में हमने सोचा कि कुछ न कुछ यहाँ के लोगों के लिए भी कोई ऐसी चीज की जाए जिसकी वजह से हमने ये एजुकेशन सेक्टर चुना और उसमें से हम लोग 3 आदमी थे। मैं था, मिस्टर राधेश्याम सुराब, मिस्टर लारी, हम तीनों ने मिलके यहाँ पर एक बहुत बड़ा अच्छा स्कूल एजुकेशन खास करके CBSE उस वक्त CBSE की यहाँ पर एक्चुअली बगैर इंडियन एम्बेसी के और कोई स्कूल नहीं था जिसकी वजह से ये स्कूल खोलने की वजह से बहुत से लोग नेपाली लोग जिनको खास करके इंडिया में जाके पढ़ना था उन लोगों को काफी सहूलत हुई और उसमें हम लोगों ने बहुत लोगों की मदद भी की और हजारों बच्चे जो कई डॉक्टर इंजीनियर पॉलिटिकल बहुत ऐसे बच्चे यहाँ स्कूल से निकले हैं कि मैं इतना खुश हूँ कि इतना हम लोग इन बच्चों के लिए हम एक अच्छी एजुकेशन का बंदोबस्त कर सके। शुरू में इसमें क्या था कि ये हमको परमिशन मिली थी कि हम सिर्फ इंडियन बच्चों को ही लें। बाद में मिस्टर भट्टराई जी जो कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे उस वक्त उन्होंने एक बार स्कूल विजिट किया तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये एजुकेशन में तो भेदभाव नहीं होना चाहिए तो आपको नेपाली बच्चों को भी लेना चाहिए। तो हमने काम तो किया तो उसके बाद यहाँ के लोकल बच्चे भी स्कूल में आने लगे और आज इतने सालों से हमने जितनी हो सकी हम बच्चों के लिए कई बहुत बच्चों को मुफ्त भी पढ़ाया, बहुत बच्चों की सेवा की जैसे जैसे जिसको जरूरत पड़ी ऐसा हमने भी किया और स्कूल अभी तक इतनी अच्छी तरह से चल रहा है और क्वालिटी एजुकेशन हम लोग देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं ताकि यहाँ के बच्चे जो है एक क्वालिटी एजुकेशन लेके बाहर जाके अपना कारोबार कर सके।
He is an epitome of empathy actually. Anyone going to him, he never said, he could never say no. There are 3 trustees. He is actually the binding force between all these 3 people.
अब तकरीबन 6 महीने के बाद जब मेरे फादर और मदर आए तो अब फादर तो आते ही पहली बात तो वो यही पूछने लगे कि यहाँ कोई गुरुद्वारा है कि नहीं। तो उस वक्त हमने पहला गुरुद्वारा जो था वो अम्बलेचगंज में बनाया था और बीरगंज में भी एक गुरुद्वारा बनाया। उसके बाद काठमांडू में भी गुरुद्वारा बनाया। उसके बाद हमने अपनी जगह पे गुरुद्वारा बुटवल में बनाया, नेपालगंज में भी बनाया और उसके बाद धनगढ़ी में जो मेरे छोटे भाई से वहाँ पर जो गुरुद्वारे के बना। बाकी जब अर्थक्वेक आया था नेपाल में तो उस वक्त हम लोगों ने खास करके सिख कम्युनिटी ने बहुत सेवा की। हमारे यहाँ गुरुद्वारे में तकरीबन 10,000 आदमी का रोज लंगर हम लोग तैयार करते थे और बांटने के लिए कहीं जगह जगह भेज देते थे।
जगहों पर जो है लंगर चल रहा था, हमको कंबल बांटे गए, कपड़े बांटे गए।
और कोविड के टाइम में भी हमारा जो यूथ है उन्होंने बहुत मतलब जगह जगह जाके मतलब काफी सेवा की।
I don't think that he may be wearing a turban, but he is he is for the local. He is a Hindu, he is a Muslim, he is he's a Nepali. So secularism is not only religion. Secularism is also who you are, and how you deal with the people who are not like you. So that's how I define it. Secularism for me is not definition and religion only.
The Singh Sabha to Darbar Sahib in Amritsar, getting the Hazuri Ragis come to Kathmandu, this particular set of awareness, and how should I put it? I can't use the word unofficial. I mean, the cultural ambassador of the Sikhs in Nepal and Kathmandu, fact which is recognized. I remember the World Punjabi Organization saying that, oh, we are so lucky, we found him, that who is it? He said, we found Sardar Pritam Singh. We keep looking at the west, we just looked in the direction of Kathmandu, and here is somebody who symbolizes us in total. These are facts.
Over the years that I was there, I got to know him much better, and I realized, that he was really a pillar of the Indian community in Nepal, and he was a pioneer in many, many ways. Whether it's in terms of the transport business that he started, or in the field of education, or indeed in the development of many Sikh gurudwaras in Nepal.
Sardar Pritam Singh, from Kashmir to Kathmandu, is a shining example of how a man can thrive with honesty, piety, agility, humility and firmness. Guru Nanak Dev Ji left that village saying, you all should uproot and settle in different places. Bhai Mardana was puzzled by this. Guru Nanak Dev Ji explained, look, let these people remain where they are, and those good people should go to different places and spread the goodness and fragrance wherever they go. Sardar Pritam Singh is the living example of that blessing.
और मैं इस मुल्क का और इस धरती का बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ कि जिस धरती ने हमको इतने साल रोजी रोटी और सब कुछ दिया और हम आज इस काबिल हैं कि हम मतलब आगे सब कुछ कर सकते हैं।
Thank you for the wonderful presentation. It was indeed emotional and inspiring. It is glad to know that Papaji is truly an inspiring person. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for everybody. Thank you. And now, the historic moment is here. The most anticipated official book launch of Roads to the Valley, Legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh, authored by Miss Kirandeep Sandhu. To do the honors, may I call on stage our dignitaries, Right Honorable Prime Minister Shri Pushpa Kamal Dahal, His Excellency Shri Naveen Srivastav, Indian Ambassador to Nepal, Mahant Manjeet Singh Ji of Nagali Sahib Dera, the spiritual leader of Sikhs from Poonch in Jammu and Kashmir, Sardar Pritam Singh Ji, and Mrs. Kirandeep Sandhu. Please welcome them on stage with a round of applause again. I bet everybody is excited. Congratulations on the release of the book. Now I would like to call upon our Right Honorable Prime Minister and Chief Guest to take the dais and speak a few words on the occasion.
Very good afternoon and namaste to everybody. आज सरदार प्रीतम सिंह को बारेमा तयार पारिएको निकै इमोसनल र हिस्टोरिकल पुस्तकको विमोचन गर्दा मलाई धेरै नै खुसी महसुस भएको छ। म सबभन्दा पहिला त सरदार प्रीतम सिंहलाई हार्दिक बधाई भन्न चाहन्छु, धन्यवाद भन्न चाहन्छु। सरदार प्रीतम सिंह र उहाँको नेपालमा योगदानलाई सम्झिँदा मैले प्राय म भर्खरै हाई स्कुल पुरा गरेर कलेज पढ्न जाँदा सबभन्दा पहिला चढेको बस नेपाल पब्लिक मोटर सर्भिसको उहाँकै बस रहेछ, मैले पछि मात्रै थाहा पाएँ। मेरो पहिलो बस यात्रा एनपीएमएस मै भएको थियो। यसबाट पनि थाहा हुन्छ र उहाँको योगदान खाली ट्रान्सपोर्टमा मात्रै सीमित छैन। उहाँले सामाजिक सेवाको क्षेत्रमा पनि धेरै योगदान गर्नुभएको छ। शिक्षाको क्षेत्रमा पनि त्यसरी नै उहाँको असीमित योगदान रहेको कुरा हामीले महसुस गरेका छौँ। अनि सिख समुदायको संरक्षण र प्रवर्धनको निम्ति पनि उहाँले लगातार मेहनत गरेको कुरा अनि कोपुण्डोलको गुरुद्वारामा गएर केही कार्यक्रमहरू सम्पन्न गरेको छु। यसबाट र देशभरि भएका गुरुद्वारा तिनको स्थापना र विकासमा उहाँको योगदान पनि धेरै महत्त्वपूर्ण रहेको छ। साँच्चै भन्ने हो भने नेपाल भारत सम्बन्धलाई जनता जनता बीचको पिपुल टु पिपुल कन्ट्याक्टलाई विकसित गर्न सरदार प्रीतम सिंहको योगदान विशिष्ट र ऐतिहासिक रहेको छ भन्दा अत्युक्ति हुँदैन भन्ने मलाई लाग्छ। यो यातायात, सामाजिक सेवा, शिक्षाको क्षेत्रमा मात्रै होइन, उहाँ राजनीतिमा पनि रुचि राख्नुहुन्छ। उहाँले एकपटक मलाई प्रधानमन्त्री बनाउन धेरै मेहनत गर्नुभयो, धेरैचोटि दिल्ली जानु पनि भयो, काठमाडौँका थोरै पार्टीहरूलाई नेताहरूलाई पार्टीहरूसँग पनि उहाँ लगातार छलफल गर्नुभयो। उहाँको राजनीति सफा भयो भने मात्रै देश विकास राम्रो हुन्छ भन्ने विश्वास पनि गर्नुहुन्छ। म शान्ति प्रक्रियामा आएदेखि नै धेरै नजिकबाट, हुन त हाम्रो यहाँ कमरेड पम्फा भुषाल हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँको अलिकति नजिकै घर भएको हुनाले पनि लगातार अन्तर्क्रिया सहकार्य हुने गर्यो र हामीले नजिकबाट एकअर्कालाई चिन्ने, बुझ्ने, महसुस गर्ने पनि गर्यौं। र मेरो परिवारमा दुःख पर्दा पनि उहाँले धेरै ठुलो सहयोग गर्नुभएको छ। मेरो ठुली छोरीलाई क्यान्सर हुँदा उहाँले त्यसको उपचारको क्रममा निकै ठुलो सहयोग गर्नुभएको छ र हाम्रो परिवार नै उहाँको त्यो सहयोगप्रति नतमस्तक छ। म यस अर्थमा पनि उहाँलाई म धन्यवाद भन्न चाहन्छु। उहाँको जीवनीमा आधारित उहाँकै छोरीले तयार पारेको यो पुस्तक पक्कै पनि सबै नेपालीहरूको निम्ति, नेपालको समग्र विकास प्रक्रियालाई अगाडि बढाउनको निम्ति पनि नेपाल भारत सम्बन्धलाई अझ बलियो र फराकिलो बनाउन पनि धेरै ठुलो योगदान हुन्छ भन्ने म विश्वास गर्दछु र सबैलाई यसको अध्ययनबाट लाभ उठाउन अनुरोध गर्दै फेरि एकचोटि सरदार प्रताप सिंह र यो पुस्तक लेखनमा मद्दत गर्ने सबैलाई, प्रकाशनमा मद्दत गर्ने सबैलाई पनि धन्यवाद भन्दै बिदा हुन्छु। धन्यवाद। अभिवादन।
Thank you, sir. May I request you to stay on the stage, sir? Well, now I'd like to kindly request Right Honorable Prime Minister to come on stage. Sardar Pritam Singh Ji, His Excellency Shri Naveen Srivastava, Indian Ambassador, Mahant Manjeet Singh, I kindly request Mahatma Manjeet Singh to present the token of appreciation and gratitude to Right Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you, sir. Now I also request Mahatma Manjeet Singh Ji to give a tribute, a token of appreciation to His Excellency.
First, he's going to leave. He doesn't have more time, but after this,
Okay. Thank you very much. Excuse me, sir. May I request you to come on stage? Thank you very much. Now it's time to listen to some of our VIPs. I request Mrs. Srijana Rana, First Women President of the Nepal-India Chamber of Commerce and Industries and Hotel Association of Nepal, and recipient of the Presidential Award, to give the felicitation speech. Please, ma'am. You may take the dais on the stage. Yeah.
Good evening and namaste. Right Honorable Prime Minister Shri Pushpa Kamal Dahalju, His Excellency Shri Naveen Srivastava, Indian Ambassador to Nepal, Mahant Sahib Ji, the Parliament, members of Parliament, pioneer of transport in Nepal and visionary social worker, Sardar Shri Pritam Singh Ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be able to, stand here today to talk a little bit, talk what I know of Sardar Pritam Singh Ji. So much has already been talked about, but I'm not going to miss the opportunity to be able to repeat so much, because it's such an opportunity for me to talk about this great personality who has so much of contribution, love for his Karma Bhumi, as he mentioned. So I am going to take this opportunity to talk about him again. So please bear up with me. Shri Sardar Pritam Singh Ji, as a multi-visionary dignitary who revolutionized road transportation, logistics with immense contribution towards infrastructure development in Nepal since 1958. By establishing Nepal Public Motor Service in 1959 as the first commercial transportation company in Nepal, through creating new opportunities for economic partnership between Nepal and India, through your dedication in transport sector, when there were limited roads between India and Nepal, and it is exciting to note that the trucks had to be ferried across the banks of Ganga River in small boats. So when we saw the pictures in the video presentation, it was fascinating. So all I can say is, when books are done, thank you, Kiran, Because if it wasn't for these books, this history, that somebody takes this effort to do the research, put it together in form of a book, how do the next generation get to know about the history? So I thank you very much for putting this book together, which is going to give a big opportunity for our future generation and for us to be able to know about such personality. You will always be remembered for serving by transporting goods and materials for various projects, including the Trishuli Hydro Project, Devi Ghat Hydro Project, Siddharth Rajpath, Prithvi Rajpath, among others, including humanitarian work during the famine in Western Nepal in 1963. That wasn't mentioned, so I'm very happy to mention that there was this famine in the Western Nepal during the 1963. It was really a challenging assignment which you performed with hardship. We appreciate your dedication to Nepal. Apart from transport and infrastructure sector, founding member and current chairman of Modern Indian School, Kathmandu, Nepal, the first Indian school outside the Indian Embassy, established in 1978 under the patronage of the Indian Embassy. We appreciate Sri Sardar Pritam Singh Ji's tireless devotion, efforts and contribution in the fields of education, social service, spirituality, crisis management, commitment to empowering people in Nepal, which are really memorable. Furthermore, your role as a philanthropist with strong belief in giving back to the community is exemplary to the society. Towards spirituality, your pivotal role in establishing new gurudwaras in Nepal, such as Kathmandu, Birganj, Dhangari, and Butwal, and serving as the president of Gurudwara Guru Nanak Satsang Kupandol, Kathmandu, since 1976. Sikh missionaries helped to the victims of earthquake in 2015 in Nepal, and mobilization of Sikh youth during the COVID pandemic to help the people in crisis are really notable humanitarian contributions on your initiative and leadership. Apart from these novelties, Sri Sardar Pritam Singh Ji has also been an important resource person for the publication of Sikhism in Nepal, Sikh Heritage of Nepal. I remember that book, released by the Indian Embassy in Nepal during the tenure of His Excellency Ambassador Sri Manjeet Singh Puri. Following the decisions of the Joint Working Group of Nepal-India Tourism Promotion government-to-government meeting between the two countries held on 6 July 2018, Nepal-India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in association with Embassy of India in Kathmandu, has released a coffee table book on spirituality and religious circuits of Nepal and India for promotion of tourism between the two countries, containing 5 circuits: the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Shiva Shakti, Buddhist circuit, and the Sikh circuit. Experts from the circuits in both countries has separately contributed as resourceful persons for each circuits in Nepal and India. On Sikh circuit, Sri Sardar Pritam Singh Ji was a resource person for the book on behalf of Nepal and coordinating with the experts' perspective from Indian side for the circuit. His contribution was extremely commendable for the book with every insightful information, and we appreciate him wholeheartedly. The book was published by Nikki and Nepal Tourism Board under the aegis of Embassy of India in Kathmandu and was launched in the end of March 2023. The book was also supported by the Embassy of Nepal in New Delhi, Nepal Tourism Board, and other 15 members and non-members organization. Now, when I talk about the spiritual and cultural, what we share between the two countries is extremely important, because as children, we've always heard about Rama being born in Ayodhya and Sita being born in Janakpur. But these were all stories that we heard from our grandmothers, passed on to us. Now for the new generation, I don't think so anybody has time to really listen to these stories. So we feel the facts had to be put into book. So now this book is going to also help us understand the relation that we share between the two countries. I mean, for us, we didn't know Guru Nanak Ji. So many of us didn't know that Guru Nanak Ji had played such an important role in Nepal. He was here. So now for the Sikhs to know in India that Guru Nanak Ji was here, and so much of history is here in Nepal, I'm sure this book is going to help them, help tourism in Nepal to make sure that, not make sure, but then, invite the Sikh community, come visit Nepal. So, the importance of the facts, the importance of book, the importance of people who actually put in their dedication, hard work, and it's not easy, but the ones who actually have put in these work together is definitely going to help us for help us, today's generation and the young generation of tomorrow. So finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizer of this gathering, Kiran Sandhu, for inviting me to speak few words. Now, I would also like to take a moment to applaud Kiran for her initiative to expressing appreciation for her father's remarkable achievement and contribution to the nation. She must have gathered so much of inspiration from her father's unwavering dedication, perseverance, and constant hard work. Likewise, Sardar Shri Pritam Singh Ji, you must be immensely proud to have you. He must be really proud to have you as his daughter. So congratulations. Wish you all good health and happiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, Right Honorable Prime Minister will be leaving as he has to attend another function. We extend our heartfelt gratitude and thanks to our esteemed chief guest for being here with us despite his busy schedule. I request all the audience to be seated because we will continue with the program. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would like to call upon our ambassador, Indian ambassador on the dais to say a few words on the occasion.
Well, we've just seen the departure of Right Honorable Prime Minister Pushp Kamal Dahal, but just to acknowledge his presence, Sardar Pritam Singh Ji, Shri Mahant Thakur Ji, who is also, I think, just departed, Shri Gagan Thapa, Srimati Pampa Busal, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is my honor indeed to be present at the book release ceremony of the book titled Roads to the Valley, which traces the legacy of Sardar Pritam Singh and his remarkable life in Nepal. As the book notes in its opening chapter, the history of Nepal, and in particular the transport sector in Nepal, cannot be written without a reference or an acknowledgement of Sardar Pritam Singh's role in it. He was the pioneer who brought commercial transportation to Nepal by opening first the offices of Nepal Public Motor Service, while Nepal itself was in the beginning of a new phase of opening up and development. In the last nearly 7 decades that Sardarji has been here, Nepal has witnessed a lot of progress and growth, and Sardar Pritam Singh Ji has been part of that journey, not just in terms of development of commercial transport or economics, but also in terms of contribution to different sectors of society and different spheres of actions. In keeping with the practice of a true leader, Sardarji has confined his vision not only to one sector of public transport, but has contributed in many, many spheres. As has been noted by several speakers ahead of me, he, along with other pioneers, Mr. Lari and Mr. Saraf, established the Modern Indian School, the first Indian school outside the Indian Embassy in 1978. And in the last 45 years of the school's existence, they have graduated close to 20,000 students, I learned, who have contributed not just to Nepal, but also to India-Nepal friendship and people-to-people contact. The school indeed has been kind enough to allow Indian ambassador to be a patron of that school since its inception. An important aspect of Sardarji's life has been contribution to preservation and promotion of the proud Sikh legacy in Nepal, opening of several gurudwaras, contribution to society, as well as bringing together the Sikh community. As my eminent predecessor, Ambassador Manjeev Puri, noted, he is the lighthouse for all the Sikh community in Nepal. We at the embassy were very privileged when Ambassador Puri worked closely with Pritam Singh Ji to mark the 550th anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and trace the Sikh heritage in Nepal. The issuance of commemorative coins by the then government of Nepal reflects the true spirit of India-Nepal friendship and also an acknowledgement of government of Nepal towards the legacy and contributions made by Sardar Pritam Singh Ji and in particular the Sikh community. As the book notes, for the Sardar Pritam Singh Ji, Nepal has been his Karam Bhumi. His life journey so far is a living testament to that. His sense of service, leadership is seen in each and every field that he chose to work on, whether it was to business, begin with, then to philanthropy, social service, or dealing with crisis. This has been recognized by and is reflected in the large number of awards and accolades given to him throughout his remarkable life. It is therefore fitting that this remarkable journey is captured in the book written by his daughter, Ms. Kirandeep Sandhu. I'd like to acknowledge and congratulate her also on this accomplishment. This book will help Indians living in Nepal and elsewhere, as well as our Nepali brothers and sisters, learn about Sardarji's life and his contributions to Nepal. And in the process, I am confident it will also contribute to furthering the bonds of friendship that exist between our two countries and indeed our two people. As Right Honorable Prime Minister said, he is a true representative of people's ambassador and a living example of what people-to-people links contribute to India-Nepal relationship. I wish him a long life ahead and a productive life ahead, and I again congratulate him for his remarkable life and contributions and look forward to more such contributions in the future. I would like to thank you all, the organizers, for inviting me to be part of this very special occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, Honorable Mr. Gagan Thapa would like to honor Sardarji with few words. May I invite him on stage?
Well, thank you. I was not told that I'm here. I have to speak, so I'm totally unprepared. I would like to congratulate you, sir, Sardar Pritam Singh Ji. And before I say a few words about him, let me first congratulate Ms. Kiran Ji. As I was sitting there, I have two daughters. I was just thinking, at some point of life, will I be able to create some value that my daughter would write a book about me? So what a tribute to father that your daughter, with so much love and passion, writes a book about you. So that is such a tribute. And that it itself tells the story about your contribution to Nepal, our society, our community. Thank you very much. I wish you all the good health, all the success. And as you are pouring all your blessings on newer generation of not only Indians living here, but also I remember a lot of young politicians like us during the time of earthquake and several disasters. When several doors were closed to us, we came to running to your house, to your gurdwaras. When your arms are open for us, your doors are open for us. We will never forget those moments. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for whatever you have contributed to our society. Nepal will remember, Nepal and East Nepali will remember your contribution for all the lifetime. Thank you very much and wish you all success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Every beginning has an end, and so does our event. But what matters is the journey and experience. To express our sincere gratitude for joining us today, I request Sardar Pritam Singh's daughter, Ms. Kirandeep Sandhu, to take the stage and speak a few words in her gratitude. Thank you.
As a vote of thanks, I would also like to bring in my sisters, who have been my pillar of strength, to say a thank you from the bottom of our heart to everybody.
We are very happy and blessed that you all could participate in such an important moment at my dad's book launch. Papa, we as 3 daughters, we feel you are our strength and our pillar, and we are so proud to be your kids. Thank you for everybody being here. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I have to say this has been a really emotional moment, seeing everybody here supporting Papa and all he has done in his life. There have been things, you know, he's seen a lot of ups and downs, but he's always come across as a strong pillar of a person. I hope I can take that with me, and I'm so thankful to each and every one of you to come and celebrate him with us. Thank you.
We extend a profound gratitude and heartfelt thanks to His Excellency Shri Naveen Srivastav, Indian Ambassador, and Mahatma Manjeet Singh Ji of Nagali Sahib Dera, the spiritual leader of Sikhs from Poonch in Kashmir, for honoring us with their gracious presence despite the busy schedule. Our sincere gratitude to Mrs. Srijana Rana, Mrs. Pampa Bhushal, Mr. Gagan Kumar Thapa. Thank you all the dignitaries, members of the Parliament of different political parties, the Indian Embassy, Minister of Transport, Minister of Education, different ministries of government of Nepal, members from all the security organizations, guests from bilateral organizations of Nepal, religious representations from different sectors, principals from different schools, and lastly, the media. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us. Refreshments are served, but do take this opportunity to get your personal copy of this limited edition book, which has been only printed for this book launch. You may pay as you wish, because 100% proceeds from the sale will be going for the underprivileged children of Give Back to the Community Trust. Before I sign off, I would like to remind you all about the book signing. We will have the book signing right at the end of the event, right on the stage. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now proceed. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the book signing. If you want your copies to be signed, please be seated.